said that changes kind of need to be made as far as the week goes in preparation. Maybe are you seeing that along the defensive line, or is that somebody taking a leadership role?
Well, I think he's done a good job, and I think Ricky Stanzi's done a good job. But both those guys, my concerns with them going into the season, they're totally invested. And they have been for quite some time. They were both strong leaders last year, and I don't worry about both those guys wanting to do too much or feeling like they've got to, if we lose, it's their fault. One of those types of deals, and that's a good thing to try to coach out of, I guess. You'd rather have a player feel that way than the other. But what every player needs to do is just do their job as well as they can and do it with great effort. And that's what's made Adrian a good player, and that's why Ricky Stanzi's a good player as well. And, it just, you can't do too much, but I know he was upset, and we all were. It's tough to lose. It's not much fun.
You mentioned a couple minutes ago that you feel you lose some things on Saturday. Looking at the game tape as you evaluate yourself, is there anything you'd change?
Yeah, a lot of things, but you don't get that opportunity, so you live with it, and hopefully you learn from it.
In that last series, and the third time out, kind of evaluating what happened, what did happen, I guess.
Well, in retrospect, I wish we had clocked it, quite frankly. And we had an 11-second play in there, which is interesting. The one where Reisner ran out of bounds, it took 11 seconds. Part of our thought, and for whatever reason, that sneak took 1 second. I'm not so sure how that happened, but we thought the clock was going to be down under 10 after the sneak. So that was kind of our thinking there. In retrospect, I wish we'd clocked it, and I think we ended up with 12 on the clock after the sneak. I'm not sure how that happened. It was a 1 second play when Reisner's took 11. But anyway, that was part of the thinking. But, retrospect, I wish I'd done over. Could do it over. I can't. So live with it. It cost us 1 play.
Was Ricky going back in the shotgun at that point, or was he trying to get under the center? Because if he would have been in the shotgun, if he clocked it, that's grounding. Am I right?
Well, we'd clock it from under the center.
Right.
He would do that.
But he looked like.
Well, but he would have gotten under if we'd told him to clock it. Yeah, if we gave him a signal.
Last year's game against Michigan State was really physical. I remember things like the Sandeman hit, Ace Richardson breaking his leg. Is there just something about the way Michigan State plays that it seems to lend itself towards those type of physical hits and tough games like that?
Yeah, they're a tough, aggressive team, so that's just part of the deal. And unfortunately, we had a couple of players injured. Dace, I just saw that last night. Somebody fell on him. That's what happened there. It wasn't like it was a big hit. Somebody fell on him from behind, but it was to your point, it was really a hard-hitting football game. And I think that's just how both teams are built. And this week will probably be much of the same.
It's easy to say now, but on the fake punt was.
I wish I had that to do.
Was punt safe?
Let's go right down the list. Yeah.
Was punt safe ever anything that was discussed?
It was a thought, and in retrospect, I wish we had done it.
Well, why did it not seem to occur to anybody that was a possibility?
Yeah, and it was a possibility, and we thought about it. We have 2 people rushing the punter. We have 2 other people assigned to watch, to make sure the ball's punted before they leave their responsibility, and that didn't happen. It's kind of like a Super Bowl, line turning and running before the ball gets kicked on a kickoff. That's how you sneak an onside kick in there. It's pretty much a similar situation. Had we gone punt safe, wouldn't have been an issue. So put it down. We blew that one. That's my job.
You think the offensive line maybe graded out as good as they have all year? 1 sack for Rick and the rest of the time back.
They played well. Yeah, they played well. I'm not big on grades, but they played well. Yeah.